Bitcoin has fallen below the $30,000 level and people are freaking out, thinking that this may be a bear market counter trend rally now. But I'm still bullish.
Our brave bull army forces took a massive hit at the $30,000 resistance line.
Relax, bro. You're freaking out on a 4% drop. It was just triggered by an unusual sell-off on one exchange.
The daily chart of Bitcoin doesn't look that bad. It actually looks like the price just pulled back to the top of this 3-week consolidation right here. And so it's possible that it could potentially bounce off this level. And if we pull out the trend-based Fibonacci extension tool and we measure this move right here, we can see that Bitcoin did an Elliott wave ABC move right here. The move was a perfect 1-to-1 ratio. Usually during a bear market, this would have corrected right there and pulled back down into a few weeks of a more significant pullback. But instead it actually popped above the 1-to-1, which makes me believe that there's still a possibility that Bitcoin can hit this 1618 Fibonacci extension if we are in fact in a bull market. Again, the charts are just human behavior manifested into reality, and humans love symmetry. That's why we have this 1-to-1 move. But the fact that it popped above it is very interesting, and it makes me believe that Bitcoin has a chance of actually getting to the 1618 Fibonacci extension. What would make me flip bearish is if Bitcoin dropped below this daily swing low right here around the 27. Let me look at actually, yeah, around this previous low from back in 2022. If it dropped below kind of like this level right here, yeah, the $27,700 level, then I would start to flip bearish, thinking that maybe we have a few more weeks of a correction. And if we do look at the on balance volume, again, price is the result and volume is the effort used to produce that result. Oh gosh, I have a bunch of lines drawn here. I like drawing support and resistance lines on my on balance volume, but you can see that we do have this bearish divergence where the on balance volume was trending lower while the price was trending higher. So it did make sense for there to be a correction at this $30,000 psychological level. But there's still a chance for it to recover as long as Bitcoin's still above the $27,700 level. And taking a look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart, it still does look bullish. I mean, we're finally above the 200-week simple moving average. Okay, so this is a pretty massive red candle where supply dominated demand, and there's still 4 more days for this candle to close. If Bitcoin drops below the $28,000 level, it would start to form a bearish engulfing candle where the forces of supply overcame demand compared to the previous candle. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And if we look at the on balance volume, you can see my support and resistance lines that I drew. We can see that it doesn't look that bad actually. Although there's some bearish divergence with the price moving higher and the on balance volume kind of ranging flat, it's not that bad because it's above this bullish breakout zone. There's all this congestion that happened as it was trying to bottom out and range sideways right here. And we can see that when it finally broke above this resistance line in January, that would have been the time to consider that Bitcoin has bottomed out, and you probably would have gone in on Bitcoin at the $20,000 level. Currently, the on balance volume is not that far from the last ceiling right here. And finally, on the monthly chart, we can see that Bitcoin is in a monthly downtrend. Its ceiling still needs to get over the previous ceiling to confirm an uptrend, but that's a really far way to go. And if we pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool, we can see that it looks like Bitcoin bounced off the 0.786 retracement level, and it has a bit of indecision right here at the 0.618 golden ratio. But there's still 11 more days for this candle to form, and my bias is that it can range back up to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, which is at the $3,600 level, which I mentioned on the daily chart. And if we take a look at the on balance volume, it still has some work to do. It is above previous resistance. It still has some work to do to get above this 21-month moving average right here, but it does look like, did it break above resistance? Yeah, it looks like it's peaking above this downtrend right here. So that does feel bullish to me. It does need to get above the horizontal line right here for me, this bullish breakout. And that would look fantastic if that happened. And back to the daily chart. So if Bitcoin does drop below this consolidation area right here, Oh, actually, it does look like the daily candle just printed, and we're forming a new candle right now. There's a little bit of, well, who knows if it'll bounce or not. My bias is that we're bullish, like I've been saying. But if it does drop below this $27,000, let me try to see, where are we at? 20. Let me just $27,750 range, then I would flip bearish and potentially expect it to hit the 50-day moving average. But that's probably only a 5% drop or something. Macro, I am bullish, and I am not messing with my no touch position. But for the short-term traders, maybe this information is useful to you.